The dose that a person is going to take comes from conversations and collaboration between the client and myself. I make recommendations, and then ultimately, I believe it's important that I provide the dosing for a couple reasons. One of them is if a person brings their own stuff, their own product, I have no idea the potency. I have no idea where it came from and stuff like that. And all of the products I use are tested in a laboratory, everything I use. So that then gives me a lot of confidence and a lot of trust. So ultimately, I help guide, and if on some rare occasion, I may come to a disagreement. Ultimately, I'm the one who's going to decide what we end up doing, but generally it's something that we decide together. What I find interesting is this idea that I didn't get the experience that I wanted. It didn't meet my needs. It didn't, I'm disappointed, or I felt like I was kind of wanting more than what I got. And there are a couple of things that can lead to that. One of them is you didn't take enough. There are different stratus of dosages that will create that effect. And the other is simply that sometimes that's what happens no matter how much a person takes. And that can happen because the mind is powerful. And generally, I work with people who have very powerful minds. So if things aren't set up well, if there's any inhibitions, then sometimes that's what a person is going to feel. On rare occasion, a person may feel like they took too much, and it may be overwhelming or intense. And I think the most important descriptor that I would have is just that it feels overwhelming. It's scary. Everything is like, kind of coming at a person fast, and a lot of stuff feels like it's going on. There's a lot of stuff swirling. And the only thing that needs to happen if a person has taken too much is just to give it time, because it's going to go away. The body, the brain processes it, and it goes away. Even at times where someone has taken a lot by choice or by accident, it still doesn't last much longer than the normal experience. So a common thing that I think people are afraid of is, what if I do something that's embarrassing? What if I make noise, or I do something else that I normally want to make sure that I control and that I manage and that I edit and I regulate? What I say to people in that instance is, if you can't process and deal with those things in that space, I don't know where else you would. And, I have had people process all kinds of things, and they've been afraid, what if I take my clothes off, or, what if I, pee my pants or something like that. And that is the least of my concerns. And I think that should be the least of your concerns as well. I think that what the concern is to relax and to let go and let whatever shows up to happen. So the noise part is interesting. I have had people, make noise, moaning, banging on things and stuff like that, and I've never had it be an issue.